Will Cardano ADA reach $25 or drop below 25 cents? All right, so basically every top social media crypto influencer said Cardano ADA would reach $10, $25, $50, or $100 per ADA token by the end of 2021. In fact, influencers have been saying that ADA would reach $100 since 2017. So here we are at the beginning of 2022, and every single social media influencer was wrong about their price prediction. Now, there were a few popular influencers who predicted Cardano would eventually drop to about 25 cents to 40 cents in the future. And one of those influencers said that while he was on BitBoy Crypto's live stream. And I kind of agree with this 25-cent prediction, and I'll tell you why in a second. But before that, let me just tell you that I've been an online marketer for 20 years, and during that 20 years, it's been my job to study how regulations and content manipulation has shaped Google search queries, YouTube search results, and the search results of other social media platforms. And it is important to study how Google and YouTube alter their search algorithm, or in some cases, changes made to government regulations, so that you can predict what will happen to a specific market in the future. With that said, during 2021, there was an unusual amount of top social media influencers who were creating false, misleading, or exaggerated content so as to mislead investors into buying Cardano. And then now, recently, some of these social media influencers have disappeared into thin air. Now, the influencers that haven't disappeared, a large number of them stopped hyping Cardano. Now, this is of serious concern because Cardano mainly gets its value from highly speculative influencers. So, for example, this dedicated Cardano YouTube channel with more than 200,000 subscribers spent all of 2021 creating false and misleading content. And then, get this. After misleading his 200,000 subscribers, he makes a last Cardano video saying, "I was wrong about Cardano." And by the way, in this video, he doesn't talk about Cardano. But anyway, so this is a guy who pushed the idea that the European Union would build their Euro stablecoin and other blockchain technologies on Cardano. He also said that ADA would reach $10, and he pushed the idea that Elon Musk would make a deal with Cardano. Oh, and by the way, look at this recent tweet made by Elon Musk. The italicized H that Elon Musk tweeted represents the HBAR cryptocurrency symbol, not the Cardano corporate logo. Listen, this influencer made a ton of false and misleading claims, and you kind of gotta wonder, did someone secretly pay him to make false and misleading claims so as to manipulate the price of ADA and swindle investors? I find it odd that this YouTuber was pushing conspiracy theories like so many other Cardano shills. So how can he be wrong if he never intended to be right? Look, so many YouTube influencers said that Cardano would reach $10, $25, or $50 in 2021. Influencers said that Cardano would become the world's reserve currency and that it would become the next coin listed on PayPal, and that Amazon would adopt ADA as one of just 5 cryptocurrencies that would be accepted as payment. They said Mark Cuban believes Cardano will reach 1,000. They even pushed the idea that Kevin O'Leary said Cardano will reach $1,000. And you know what's funny? Kevin O'Leary has never admitted to owning Cardano, but he has admitted to owning HBAR. Oh, look, Kevin O'Leary leaked Cardano to $7,000 in February 2022. Meanwhile, we're in February of 2022 and ADA is sitting under $1. Anyway, the main point of this video is to share my 20 years of online marketing experience with you, because after all, cryptocurrency mostly gets its value from online marketers and web publishers. So here are my predictions for cryptocurrency for the year 2022. All right, my first prediction on the list is censorship. Google, YouTube, and other social media platforms will alter their search algorithm to suppress low and mid-level crypto influencers to protect investors from fraud. Google and YouTube have already done this many times before. For example, in search queries related to weight loss and health, Google adjusted their search algorithm to favor the CNNs of the world, which basically just means that Google gave the most powerful websites more organic search ranking power. YouTube has also done this before. For example, YouTube altered their search algorithm to silence conspiracy theory and fake news videos, just to name a few. So YouTube altered their search results to favor mainstream media channels instead of independent channels. So in 2022, censorship will come as a massive blow to cryptocurrency projects that heavily rely on videos and web content which provide false, misleading, and exaggerated content. So for example, YouTube influencers and web content providers that produce large amounts of content like Cardano will become the world's reserve currency, or channels that produce content like Elon Musk announced ADA will explode to $500 per ADA token, all of these sources of content will be silenced by algorithmic changes made to search results. Another prediction for cryptocurrency in 2022 is that social influencers, specifically YouTubers, could become too afraid to sponsor crypto projects and or hype coins. So if you didn't already know, a lot of social influencers are sometimes paid by crypto firms to sponsor their token, and sometimes influencers don't disclose this. Well, unfortunately, some of those crypto firms end up being a scam and do a rug pull on investors, or the value of the token crashes soon after it was hyped. So if your favorite influencer is pumping your coin, but then gets dragged into litigation because they did not disclose sponsored content for another crypto project, or let's say the coin they were unethically hyping crashes because of some unforeseen circumstance, well, the influencer ends up losing all credibility or could end up in litigation and possibly deplatformed. Thus, there will be less influencers to give cryptocurrency its value. So here's a third cryptocurrency prediction for 2022, and this is a scary one. Governments around the world will begin to target social media influencers who are suspected of secretly working with cryptocurrency firms so as to manipulate its price. In fact, this has already begun happening. The FBI and governments in other countries have already begun forming cryptocurrency enforcement units, and these specialized units will track and trace crimes related to cryptocurrency. So if a crypto influencer is investigated and found to be secretly working with a crypto firm so as to manipulate its price, then that influencer could risk losing their credibility. They could be deplatformed and possibly fined hundreds of thousands of dollars, or maybe even go to jail. Now, it has been rumored that many big and small influencers have been approached by crypto firms and asked to secretly shill their coin. Now, I just want to be very clear. I am not saying that anyone affiliated with Cardano are paying social influencers to shill its coin. I am not implying that at all. But it is possible that crypto whales are. And the moment one of them are caught, other paid crypto influencers will quickly retire in fear of the consequences. And then who will be left to give your coin value? All right, so my last concern is not a prediction. It's just a concern. Anyway, Cardano was delisted from eToro over regulatory concerns. So what are the odds of Cardano being delisted from other exchanges? If another exchange ends up delisting Cardano, just imagine how deep the price could tank. Look, the bottom line is that social influencers and web publishers have overpromised and underdelivered. And despite the influencers being wrong about virtually every Cardano prediction, they're still making the same predictions today. Look, when something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. There's been a ton of hype and not much substance. Now, in some cases, you have something like HBAR, which is all substance and no hype. And I predict it's utility tokens like HBAR that will change the world when their marketing team starts to hype the substance. So, as an online marketer of 20 years, I think that too many influencers have unethically promoted ADA and most other cryptocurrencies. And I guess that's part of the cryptocurrency game. But also, because of that crypto game is constantly evolving, and I think that many of the shady influencers that have given many tokens their value will be the ones who cause those tokens to crash and burn. That said, in the short term, as Americans get their income tax returns, we could see a small spike in ADA's price. Maybe, maybe not, but personally speaking, I think ADA would more likely drop to 25 cents than reach $25. Anyway, if you think ADA could reach $25, hit the like button. If you think ADA will drop to 25 cents, then also hit the like button. Also, don't forget to leave a comment and tell me your ADA prediction. And as always, have a blessed day.